Wow, look at all the beautiful, wonderful people. Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Wow, look at there, look at there, look at there. It is the last Friday, the last Monday of the month. Wow, can you imagine that? The last August, man, we're almost in the, wow. This is the last Monday of the month. No, I'm sorry, I take that back. Next Monday, I'm sorry. Wow, this month, August, what a blessing. Hey, I'd like to thank all those folks out there. Miss Eileen out there in San Diego. Good morning, beautiful lady out there. She's always so quiet. Miss Konohara in Japan, thank you so much. And look at you, I got you right next to your husband out there, Mr. Payon. Hey, that's a nice shirt you got on. You guys almost match with the white backgrounds. Thank y'all. God bless you. Hey, thank you, Miss Belinda Batiste. Thank you so much for being on the call. Miss Bill Howard, thank you so much. Selena up in Woodland, California. Thank you. I love Woodland. Mr. Dale Ranson out there in Nashville, Tennessee. Thank you so much. The professor's with us, Mr. Dave Culver. Thank you so much, sir, to be on the call today. Mr. Edmund Smith, thank you. Mr. Harris Mills, you're a sharp young man. Keep up the good work. Miss Walker, thank you so much. Miss Joyce Brewer, there you are. Let's see that red lipstick. She got a red lipstick on. She always gets all fancy for us with her red lipstick. Thank you. Hey, I like to thank Natalie. Thank you, dear, in Las Vegas. Miss Pat Robinson out in Oakland, California. That lady is amazing, Miss Pat Robinson. Miss Marie, thank you so much on the call. Miss Marcia Carter. Ooh, I'm expecting great out of you, Saints. Miss Castro, it's good seeing you down there in Phoenix, Arizona. You are a superstar, Miss Castro. Thank you for all you do. Hey, Queen V out in New York City. Lord have mercy. Tracy Gilmore, part of the bakery organization. Sam Foster down in Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much. Part of TDJ's church. Man, he does so much at that church down there for TDJ. Hey, Winston Herbert, thank you so much for joining us today. Zoe Duffy, part of the bakery organization. Regional Director, Miss Natasha Ismail in the house. God bless you. T. Hayes, good morning, good morning, good morning. Miss Martinez in Iowa. Hey, young lady, I'm glad to see you on the call today. You're an extraordinary person. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Woo, thank you so much. Miss Perla Bernal, oh my God, are you in the operating room again today with all the doctors listening in, or did you get a day off? But thank you so much, Miss Perla Bernal, being on the call today. And my dear, 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 dear friend, Mr. Brian Baker in Las Vegas, Nevada. Thank you so much for joining the call today. Hey, folks, is the lady of the hour, is she on the call yet? I can't see her. Miss Ismail instruct me because I was looking through it earlier. I didn't see her. Good morning, AC. Oh, Miss Melissa Vaughn. Thank you so much, young lady. Oh, yeah. Got to get Miss Melissa Vaughn in there. She's always on there taking notes and smiling. Oh, yes, she is. I'm here. Okay, I didn't think. Okay. Well, let me do the proper introduction. First of all, this young lady. Well, gosh, she don't need introduction, but we're going to do it anyway because some of you may not have heard of her. Some of you may not know who she is. Some of you, I see a lot of first timers on here again today, a lot of first time. Mr. Tim, thank you so much up there in Minnesota. Thank you so much. And you're welcome, sir, for that little talk we had the other morning, late, my time, early. Anyway, thank you so much. For those that don't know, because we got a lot of new people on here I see today, I'd like to formally introduce her to the people who've never met her before. She is an amazing leader. She used to be a single mom. She fell in love with this handsome debonair gentleman called Tony. They got married. He was in the construction business. She had a hair salon business. They collided into business, and she got out of the hair business. And she always, you can tell she's always looked so fabulous. Anyway, they have a construction business. I'll let her tell her story. She's a beautiful family. She's a grandmother. She also enjoys cooking in her backyard. That pizza, every time I see a picture on a pizza, my mouth just start watering and everything else. She enjoys various types of wines, reds. I thought it was whites only, but she says reds as well. She's also an author of a book coming out very shortly, which we are going to be excited about getting into the book. I want to thank her coming to our call. She's here every single Monday, the month of August. Without further ado, the superstar regional vice president, Platinum. I think she's in Wyoming today. Platinum Regional Vice President, Miss Jocelyn Driskill. Can we give her a hand, everybody? She comes on.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning.
Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I am in Wyoming. Yes. So thank you so much. I'm grateful to be here as always for our 4th Monday, and there is 5 Mondays in August. So I will be back next week for the final Monday. But I call it Miracle Monday. So we're going to have some miracles today. I am actually going to speak to you in real time of what's happening in my life to help lead you in a leadership conversation today. It is amazing what God does. I don't get these messages till the night before or the day before. I pray for them, but I love that he does that. And he had me definitely preparing this message that is definitely my journey at this moment, as Mr. Thomas knows and a few of you know. But before I do that, again, Mr. Thomas, I'm grateful for you. I love you, and I am so blessed to have you in my life, and not just for business, but personally. You just touch my soul, my husband's soul, and all the souls that you mentor and coach and are around in life. They just are blessed by you. So thank you so much. So I'm going to get into this, and I did prepare slides. I am here in Wyoming. As I will share, Mr. Thomas shared my story, but all of us have life happen to us. This is going to be a continuation of the 3 messages I've already done. It's going to be on commitment, consistency, and really understanding blessings and burdens. And I can 100% tell you in this journey right now, I'm on a huge faith walk. And I'm going to share this story as I'm going, because we are not able to go back to our home in California. We were evacuated, and we are amongst those that are facing those fires. And we were the first fire pretty much in California that occurred from a lightning strike that happened at the top of Mount Toro. So as I go through this, you're gonna feel a little gut wrench. You're gonna feel a little emotions happening, but I can 100% tell you that I am at total peace. Not only did we have to be evacuated, but my mom lives 2 blocks, 3 blocks from us in the same subdivision. She had to be evacuated. My daughter and son-in-law and grandbabies on the other side of the mountain had to be evacuated. My brother in Carmel Valley also was under evacuation. So it's our whole family that has been hit, but by the grace of God, none of the fire has hit our homes. So, but you will see pictures and videos that will see how he has truly been working in all of our favor. And the fire crews, Mr. Chris King, my hat goes off to you in the work that is being done out there on the line. All of the firefighters that risk their lives to save ours and our homes is unbelievable. So let's talk about this. Let's dive in. I didn't expect to have a little few tears, but they're here. So here we go. Let me share this. And again, you do not have to be technology driven, or just like Jabri Clemens, you are amazing, and you've taught me a lot, but here we go. All right, so what is your commitment level? And this is for everything in life, you guys. You know, our commitment should not change during a storm, but I can 100% tell you that it does for many people. Think about your life. Think about the commitment you made in your business. Think about the commitment you made in your marriage. Think about the commitments you've made to friendships and relationships. Think about the commitments that you've made as a leader. And when a storm comes, are you committed? Not because the storm is there. Are you staying in commitment? Because I'll tell you guys, last Monday, the fire had already occurred starting Sunday. The lightning strike happened Sunday night. The fire was just 2 miles down the road from us, and I was still committed to be on this call. So think about your level of commitment to anything you do in life. See, you've heard Mr. Thomas say this. You've heard Mr. Byron Nelson say this. I know Mr. Tirolia said this. Commitment means staying loyal. What is the definition of loyal? I think everyone should look that up when we get off of this webinar and look at what loyal means. Commitment means staying loyal to what you said you were going to do long after the mood you said it in has left you. See, ask yourself this question: are you better at being more committed to your burdens or your blessings? See, I'm going to have a couple questions on this because I believe burdens versus blessings, where most people see the burden and they miss the blessing. See, the burden is we're not in our homes. In fact, I'm hundreds of miles, thousands of miles away from that home. And I actually was not in my home when we got the notice to evacuate. See, do you believe that the way has been prepared for you? Do you believe it? I do. And I'm going to show you exactly why in this message, in this journey right now, of how my way was prepared to be here in Wyoming while all that chaos, smoke in the valley. Now I left my children, my grandchildren, my daughter behind. My husband is up in Northern California where fires are all around him as well. He's working on a big project. He couldn't even get home in time for the evacuation, but there are angels on earth that come and help. And if you can understand about preparation, see, preparation just isn't about what things you can get together. Preparation comes in here. Preparation is in your heart and in your soul and in your knowing that you've already prepared yourself for anything, because a wrecking ball is going to come. You guys, wrecking balls come. Life happens. It happens to us all. It's not what happens to us. It's how we react to it. So do you believe that the way has been prepared for you? Think about that. I'm going to show just a quick little video. So I'm going to preface this. I'm going to stop sharing for a second. That video that I'm going to show you is unbelievable. I planned this trip to Wyoming to be with my mom and to come out here and write my book and to work, because we're a home-based business. This computer and our internet goes anywhere. So I can build this business from anywhere. So I booked a one-way trip to Wyoming. No ticket going back yet. And I booked it a month ago. And I booked it on a day of the day that all things changed in that fire. See, my plane ticket was booked for 3:50 in the afternoon from Monterey Airport, 10 miles from our house. The fire was going, four homes had already been lost in the beginning of that fire off a river road. We live off a river road in a subdivision. There are multiple subdivisions along the way in a rural area. And I got on that plane. And as I flew into San Francisco and flew out of San Francisco, I didn't know what had occurred 15 minutes after I took off from Monterey. So let me show you this video and keep going here. This is the view from my seat. God's painting all around me, and I was at peace taking off on that plane. But this is what was happening. I did not know it. I did not say this. My house is literally right behind those white buildings. The fire started way over to the left. That's where it was when I left. And this is there's mountains and foothills, and the rolling hills is where the homes are at, and then there's bigger mountains behind. So this stream of fire is behind on that bigger mountain, but had worked its way over the top into the left there, where the homes were that 4 of them burnt, and the firefighters were doing amazing. And again, take this message: some homes have to be lost for many to be saved. Now you take that message the way you want, because that's the truth. And I didn't know that was happening. Then I landed in Jackson Hole, and I found out this was happening. And my best friend and my godson were out in the middle of that fire helping, so on their way to help someone, a friend of ours in the business that was down the road and out there helping her in a place called Indian Springs. And this is his video on TikTok.
All right, you guys, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with all the fires that are going on in California right now, but there's one in Salinas, there's one in Santa Cruz, there's one in Napa, and I think there was one near Oakland, but we're on our way out to one of these fires right now, and I'm gonna just show you guys what it looks like. Dude, oh my God. So my mom's friend lives out in the hills over here where the fire is at right now, and we're on our way to go help her evacuate, but I'm gonna see if I can get a better view of the fire from her backyard. All these cars right here heading the opposite direction are all evacuating their houses right now. There's a whole line of them, and we're headed out to the houses. God, holy shit, look at that. Oh my God.
So that was what was going on when I landed at 9 p.m., 9:30 p.m. My mom picked me up in Wyoming, and that is what I got to see. You guys, there's a burden that lies there, right? But how do we find the blessing in that burden? The blessing that I found was that I was given the opportunity, I know by my preparation and my faithfulness to my walk, to get on that plane at 3:50, because I could have literally not got on that plane knowing see, the wind always blows, never changes. The wind always goes south. And so the fire was going south. But the moment I got on that plane, the wind changed. The wind went north. And it shifted that fire to what you just saw. And that was towards our home. How would you feel? It's gut-wrenching. I only had a few things together, but I was prepared here. I was prepared here in my heart, knowing that, the only thing that we could do was let go and let God. Let all our stuff be in his hands, because the lives are what matters. I was blessed. My daughter was out and the grandchildren out. My husband wasn't even there. My mom and I are here, and we're in beautiful Wyoming. And at the end, I'm going to show you how I can find my peace. God put me here for a reason. Do you know that about yourself, where when you are put somewhere and you didn't even know why until the wrecking ball happened? And we had those angels on earth that in the morning, that final morning, we were watching through the night. I slept fairly well with peace. I can tell you that our friends, two of our friends, figured out how to help us get our vehicle. I had my vehicle, and just my mom is in the same area. She had two vehicles in her garage. We had some people come and get those vehicles with a few valuables and take them to a different location. And that is all. She says, you want anything else? I said, well, we have a safe with most of the valuables in it. And she had to get her own house. She had to be evacuated as well. But they all got moved in the right amount of time. We had 2 hours. Tony didn't even have enough time to come home. But because of the peace and the preparation, you guys, we knew that whatever God was going to do, it was going to do, and we were going to find our blessing amongst it and be able to be a blessing to someone else who doesn't understand that, right? So let me go back to these slides. So preparation. Are you still building? Are you still preparing? Are you in a situation like that? Could you just be totally paralyzed and not do anything and be watching social media and be on the news and be, just all enwrapped in what's going on? And, I even had friends sending me stuff that weren't affected by the fire, sending me pictures. I decided not to look at them, because why? Why put myself in a place? And this is what I know a lot of people do. You watch things that don't serve you well, because I couldn't do anything about the fire. It's like many times in my life where, I just didn't place myself or listen to things that didn't serve me in that moment. So I could get past it and see the blessing where everybody else was seeing the burden. Because understanding the blessing is, there is renovation. For renovation to happen, it requires demolition. Whether our house was going to go down or not go down, And there's many things that occurred in between because the power went out, right? You have freezers that weren't emptied. We don't know how long the power was going to go out. We have yards that the poor plants. That's what I was saying, the poor plants. So you can look at that and not think about my house, but think about my plants, right? But wherever there is demolition, there is renovation. But you got to keep building. See, what do you think I was doing? I was still on webinars. I was still showing up every single day last week. Was I not on the leaderships, learning, listening, and feeding my soul in this turmoil? Getting off and praying. My mom and I prayed before I just got on this to pray over this message to someone. Yesterday, I never answer my phone that has a number that I don't know it's attached to someone. And I answered it. It was a pastor from our local church who called, who lived in the subdivision that really creeped up behind it right next to ours, Las Palmas too. And he called to pray with me to see how we were. See, finding the right people, those people will come to you if you're in the right mind and your heart is prepared. God will bring it to you, and you keep building, because the storms and the wrecking balls will come. They will come 100%. So are you prepared? Let's talk about Noah, because some of you, many of you, and again, I'm just being, what do I call it? It's me. It's just who I am. It's what's led my life. People want to know how I am where I am, how I get through the stuff I get through. This is how. So I'm sharing how, because I can't be any more authentic than just being my authentic self. And so take it for what it is for you. And I respect everybody's beliefs, right? However, whatever that looks like. But there's a message in the Bible about Noah, and he was given the blueprints. He was not given the ark. And when I asked before, how do you get through the storm? How committed are you through the storm? And God gave him the blueprint, not having any idea how to build that ark. But the blueprint was in his hands, and it's not about his talent because he didn't have it. It's all about the skill. It's all about the skill and honing your skills and what you're doing and building your business and knowing the blueprints are in your hands. ACN is your blueprint. And they give us the track to run on. They give us the vehicle to build something so that we're prepared for anything like this. We have this home out here. We've been out here since 2002 because we were prepared. We invested properly. We took some of our monies that we made back there and how many years later we're able to utilize this in a storm. I didn't even know. But you have the blueprint in your hands, and you have to hone your skills and build your ark. Build your business. Keep building when the rain comes. See, if you can't stand in the rain, you can't stand in the storm, and you got to stay committed. See, know the difference between safe and comfortable. This is a little calf that was found up there in the mountains. See, everything that stretches you doesn't mean it is killing us. Know the difference between safe and comfortable. Know the difference between safe and comfortable. Why do I say that? Because that doesn't mean it's unsafe. Just because you have the fires, just like Tony and I had around us, doesn't mean it's unsafe. Yes, we were evacuated, and that is due, and I know Mr. King will say this, they got to get you out of there so they can get in and do their work and not have all these people trying to get out on the roads that they're bringing their trucks and working around us and having people out there videotaping and all that stuff. They got to work. So we have to be stretched and know, right? We have to be stretched. And because we're being stretched in our business, in our personal life, doesn't mean it's killing us. But people give up in these moments. You think that calf could have got up and walked into the fire? He stayed right there. Look at that. Stayed right there and faithful in peace. And he got away with just singes on his eyelashes. This is a true story. So what doesn't stretch you will not think about this. Jesus had his arms on the cross stretched out. Your purpose will stretch you. My purpose is stretching me. Is your purpose stretching you? Or are you giving up? Are you walking away the moment that you feel stretched? Do you stop doing the consistent goals, consistent actions that will get you to the goals you are striving for when a burden happens to you? And you look at it as a burden instead of finding the blessing in the middle. Reminder of the ark and Noah. Look at, he made it through the storm. So did all those animals. Can you imagine? He put two of every type of animal, docile and dangerous animals, all in that boat, all in that ark. With people, mind you, with his family. I never saw one thing about problems with the animals. It was mainly the people. The animals got along. They made it through. They're out. But can you imagine 40 days, 40 nights? Did he see the burden or did he see the blessing? Because at the end, this is what you see. And maybe you need to ask yourself, who and what are those animals in your life? Your burdens versus your blessings. Because those animals, lions, tigers, and bears, oh my, they're out there. But could they be a blessing? Or are you looking them at as a burden, like they're going to take over? Or you looking like, can you see, I'm going to share a video here. Can you see yourself as a lion surrounded by hyenas? See, hyenas are smaller than lions, and lions are the kingdom of the jungle. But in a pack of hyenas, they'll surround a lion and could kill them. But do you believe that your preparation and the people God's placed in your life might come to your rescue at times of your burden, and you will have missed it because you are not remembering there's a blessing in everything and a lesson in everything that you do. So yes, there's lions and tigers and bears. Let's see Red here, the young male lion eventually. So when you are in kingdom order, you will survive. So I'm going to repeat the boss up your spirituality, because I know that is my world. That is how I have been able to get through what we've been having to go through, and all the other families. We're just a handful, but it happens to be every single one in my family and friends. So you guys, when you are in kingdom order, as you see there, you will survive. And you have those lions beside you. We're together, you guys. And the hyenas can't get you when you're in a pack. Two. So be consistent in the pressure of the rain and the storms, because they will come. Be consistent, be prepared, keep preparing, keep building. Don't stop. When the burden comes, do something that day to build your business, build your ark. You have the blueprint, keep building. Life happens to us all. It is how you react and what you do in those moments that truly define your next elevation in life and in your promotions in business and becoming the leader people want to follow. So with that, you guys, all I want to say is, let me get this off, unshare, stop share. I just want to come to you here and just say, you know, I'm at peace. Our family is at peace. Everything so far. In fact, we've been praying for rain. So keep praying for rain. I'm consistent every day doing something, building my business. My mom is a witness. And we know that our preparation has created such a difference in our life to get through this other wrecking ball. And our house is still standing. I have my Vivint smart home camera to prove it. I have it on there. So, you know, you guys, I'm just telling you, don't let your burdens stop you. Your blessings are there. Get rid of the burden in your head and in your heart, and remember you have a blessing coming. There will be more wrecking balls. So prepare. So with that, Mr. Thomas.
I don't even know if I could speak. I'm over here trying to keep my eyes dry because you just hit my heartstrings. You know, the blessing, everybody, the blessings, the blessing. Notice the calmness in her voice. She's not freaking out. She's not panicking. She's not looking out the window. She is so calm. See, that's the peace that God gives us, the peace through all understanding. And that's what she has today displayed. You know what, folks, every one of you in this call, I don't care what you're going through, you're still blessed. You're so blessed, you have no idea. You know, people always getting up, bad day. I said, you know what? You got up on this side of the dirt, so count your blessings. You know, the adversity she's going through. You know, we hear about Mr. Chris King being a fire captain, rushing into fire, helping fire people out. And see, we don't see the power of that and the lives that he touched, as well as what Miss Jocelyn Dristill's talking about. You know, letting go and letting God. You see the peace in her, you know, and it's so important to, wow.
Can I take you to my piece? Can I take you outside to my piece and you can keep talking?
You know, peace, preparation, getting ready, you know, because of the peace in her heart, she's not freaking out. Why do people freak out? Because they got no control over themselves. Mm-hmm. You know, life, God has got it all planned. And the whole idea is the lives she's touched. She's not finished touching lives. The question is, how many lives do you touch? And that's why we do these calls, not just to take notes, but also to take the information and do something with it. What she just gave you today was amazing. I mean, commitment, staying strong, loyal, long after. Not just talking about it, being a different person. She's talking about it and showing you through her life what she's teaching you. Wow, look at that. Man, that's amazing. You know, and another thing I want to say, Ms. Jocelyn Driskill, because her building her ACN business, taking money, not squandering on this and that and the other, to be able to have a future and look down the road for her kids and grandkids, that say, let's have a place in another state just to have something else to have. And, you know, the blessing in this business is not just you, but how many lives, can you guys imagine how many lives she touched, not just today, but through her liveliness of getting involved with ACN, how many people she helped. I know Mr. Herrera just jumped on the call a little while ago, part of an organization that got to Colombia and a big organization in Mexico. But it's touching lives, folks. And today was the life touching. Now, I want to end the call with this. What would you have done? Are you prepared? Are you prepared? No, really, are you prepared? What have you done to set yourself up to help others? What have you done to prepare yourself for the future? If that's the case, what are you going to do from this day forward after this call to set yourself, family up for the future? Because I'm going to tell you, every one of you, you're already blessed. So with that said, Ms. Jocelyn Driskill, is there any words in closing you want to give us? Because I tell you what, I'm over here fighting it off. My heart has been touched by this.
Awesome. Well, that was my whole goal, is to, I hope everyone goes from this and live a grateful life and see the blessing in everything that you do, because you will be rewarded tenfold. It is not about what you give to get. It is about giving of yourself in everything that you do, because God will then bless you. And, you know, I just want to tell you guys, get to work, prepare, build your ark. You've got the blueprints. The blueprint is the track that ACN has given you. Get to work. Build your kingdom and your empire so that your family and generations are blessed as well. You're not just able to impact your life, you're able to impact others and generations to come because of the track ACN gives you the blueprint. Just move into that, you guys, move. It's time to move. So wow. I love you all.
Like she said, gratefulness, and get off your freaking assets and do something with your life to help other people. Wow. Tomorrow morning, I will be back with oh my God, I'm not going to say it. But anyway, we got a impactful week. We have a very impactful week this week. Tomorrow's going to be a teardropper as well. Look how you started the week off with just, and I'm going to follow up tomorrow with a teardropper, I believe, because what you said today just set up for tomorrow. But more important, everybody, take what she said today and just don't let it go in your left ear out your right ear. Let it soak in and marinate in your spirit, your soul. And how many lives are you touching today for your betterment of you and your family? And with that, I'm going to say God bless everybody. Wow. Can we show Miss Jocelyn Driskill some love? Man, that was so incredibly powerful. Wow, this was special today. Special treat. God bless.
God bless. Thank you.